All right, Mr. Sam, you called. I came.
Indeed.
In this very odd-looking car.
Odd-looking?
Yeah, I find it very odd-looking, but like I've looked at it for 5 seconds. So, tell me about this. What are we in?
We're in the Zeekr X, which is Geely's
Geely.
electric subdivision.
Okay.
They've got two models which is going to be coming out shortly. The
Okay.
X, which is kind of like a Model 3 size crossover.
Okay, I'm sorry. This car is already
I can already assist you.
like it's told me 3 times now that if I look right or left, I'm driving distractedly.
Yes, it's an attention detail orientated
Is it?
car where that you should not deviate your view from the road.
Okay, so we're in the Zeekr
X.
X.
Yes.
This is their lower, higher model because it looks fancy as
It's fancy. It's definitely lower than the 001.
Okay.
Little things that you notice here and there which are not, as fancy as the 001, but still premium.
Yeah, I mean, listen, if you hadn't told me that this is not their car, I would have, like, look at all this. This is so fancy.
Yeah, gorgeous.
What is this?
This is your door button handle.
Oh, fun. Okay, we'll come to the interior in a minute. So let's start breaking it down. Zeekr X.
Yes.
What do we have on this engine? First of all, this is an EV. Because I know because I'm single pedal driving.
Pure EV.
Okay. So this is an EV brand?
EV only brand.
Okay.
You have two models which is going to be available, either a or all-wheel drive
Okay.
or single motor. So dual motor or single motor.
Right.
We're in the dual motor.
Okay.
That means 428 horsepower.
It's not too bad.
543 newton meters of torque. 0 to 100 kilometers an hour in 3.8 seconds.
Woof. You should have told me that just before I accelerated the signal. We'll try that.
We'll put it in sports mode and then you can
Okay.
try that out.
Fair enough.
And a 66 kilowatt hour battery.
Okay.
So it's not huge.
Yeah,
but
that's not too big.
Yeah, it's decent.
Fair.
The WLTP range is
Okay.
440 kilometers.
Okay.
Actually saying that, it's a nice little function. So if you go into the charging and discharging mode on the
Okay.
screen, you have dynamic mode, which should basically be called real world mode.
Okay.
And then standard mode. So you'll notice it says we have 89 kilometers of range.
Okay.
It changes even on your instrument cluster. And then if we go to dynamic mode, based on how you're driving the vehicle, it says we have 79
You know what? That
kilometers
is
of range.
excellent. That is excellent. I will literally, one of the biggest problems I have with EVs is that just nobody, in some weird calculation or another, almost nobody is giving exact ranges.
Yeah.
And I like that. So in your experience while driving this car for the past few days, you think it gave you like pinpoint exact range?
I think it is definitely more accurate.
Okay.
I haven't charged the vehicle yet, so we'll get a better idea. But I mean, from the statistics that's available,
Right.
done 200 and odd kilometers, it's saying 17.4 kilowatt per hour per 100 kilometers.
Okay.
And the total distance that we've driven is 305 kilometers.
Okay.
So 78
Realistically,
off
yeah,
305.
yeah.
It's about the 400-ish kilometers on a full charge.
Okay, fair enough. So that's pretty good. Okay, so then moving on to price. Where is this priced? Are we talking fancy, affordable? Where is this priced?
We had this discussion on previous videos. The benchmark for most cars is the 200K mark. Well,
Okay.
this falls under that.
Okay, that's not too bad.
So starting price is going to be 170,000 dirhams.
Okay.
Again, I'm presuming it's going to be the single motor variant. Trim options is not really that different.
Okay.
Maybe with the 19-inch rims. This comes with 20-inch rims. Top of the range, what we're driving in is 185,000.
Okay. That's not bad. That's not bad. Listen,
bad.
that's in today's day and age, that really isn't that bad.
Yeah.
For our viewers, we are talking in dirhams. That is the currency in the UAE. We will have the dollar amount on the screen as well. So when we say 185,000, please do remember that we're talking in dirhams.
Yes.
And if you think that we are silly for putting in that what do you want to call it, that notification, you'd be surprised how many people get confused. On that note, don't forget, this is a small channel. We've definitely spent the past year trying to grow it. So any support you can provide, if you like what we're creating, if you have any suggestions, please do comment. But onwards from that, I think I'm going to stop on the side and let's take a look at the exterior.
Yeah,
all right?
let's check it out.
Yeah? All right, let's take a look at this. I don't know. I mean, you like it?
I love it.
You
It
do?
looks stunning, man. It looks modern. It looks futuristic. There's no denying what it is on the road. Like, is that somewhere? No, it's a Zeekr.
You know what? That's a valid point. I'll give that to you. I'll give
And
that
the
to you.
amount of heads that have turned, checking out this vehicle while I've been driving in the
Yeah.
past few days, ridiculous, ridiculous.
Awesome. Okay,
So-
take me around the car.
So obviously front end, super aggressive. You've got your LED DRLs, your indicators here, and then
Okay.
actually your headlights is located lower down.
Okay, so those are lights.
They are lights, yes. You've got obviously your front camera.
Mhm.
You have a little bit of storage in the front
Okay.
just for your charging cables. We won't bother with that. And then onto the side, you've got your gloss black fender liner, wheel arches, 20-inch rims, as I mentioned already.
Okay.
Your frameless mirrors. You've got a little camera here. You've got your little indicator light as well. And then on the B pillar on the other side,
Okay.
we don't want to get ran over, but there's a little screen we'll show you on the footage,
Okay.
which obviously shows your charging and all of that. And then the door handles, which I love.
Yeah.
I don't think you're a fan.
I'm sorry, I don't understand this. Like, I'm just scared that this will snap my hand out.
No, it won't. It won't. Like, even let's lock it.
Okay.
Let's lock it. Okay. Like, you're good, man.
I don't know, man. I don't know. It should have been outward.
Like, do I want to test it and see if my fingers get decapitated?
I think for the sake of science, you should, Sam.
Okay. It stops. It stops. Look, see, it did lock.
But it did. But it did. But it did.
I wasn't anticipating.
Fair.
It works. So you don't need to worry about that.
Fair.
Your fingers are gonna be fine.
Apart from your big jump, which looked like you didn't have to worry. All right, let's
yeah.
go around the back.
Round the back, you've obviously got your like wraparound LED lights on the back.
Okay.
You've got the Zeekr logo, which
That lights
also
up.
lights up. It looks stunning. Your rear camera, a little bit of a color matched rear diffuser, which looks cool.
Can we see the boot?
We can see the boot.
Okay, not bad.
Decent amount of space.
Yeah, yeah.
Parcel shelf sits up. You've
Okay.
got here your charging cables and little high-vis vest and your triangle. You can also adjust, I didn't mention it earlier, you can adjust how high you want the boot to go up or down. If you
Okay.
want it to go 50% and then manually lift it the rest, you can. There's also LED light show
Okay.
that it can do. You can change
Which
your
no one's going to use after the first time they check it out.
Fair, but you can also adjust how, like your entry and exit music, it plays a little bit of music, there's a little bit of light effects, adds a little theatrics
Okay.
every time you get in and out of the car. You can adjust that, there's like 3 different options. And it even has a speaker,
Okay.
so you can play your music, and if you're, you know, down at Al Qudra, you want to listen to some
Oh,
tunes
like you could.
outside the
Oh,
car,
nice.
it'll play through a loudspeaker from the outside of the car, which is very cool.
That's pretty cool.
So yeah, that's pretty much the exterior.
All right, let's get back in.
Let's jump back in.
All right, now that we're back on the road,
Mhm.
clearly you and me had a bit of a differing opinion on the exterior, but I think the interior, I think we should hopefully agree on. I personally think this is really nice. Again, listen,
Yes.
just spent a little while in this car driving it and stuff like that. First and foremost, gotta state this, and I don't know if you've already noticed this or not, but
Uh-huh.
the whole blue-white thing, which was like the MG Whale,
Yeah.
right? That again?
Yeah.
That's
Very
a
similar.
weird thing to be seeing like twice in a row in the new cars. But if you don't know what we're talking about, MG released a car called the Whale, which is inspired by the whale. So check that video out, or we'll have it up in the cards. But yeah, interior. Tell me what we have.
So interior-wise, you have 2 color options.
Okay.
Not sure if it'll be options in this region, but it
Okay.
is available in 2 color options. Obviously, beautiful blue and cream leather interior.
Right.
You've got this micro suede material, which is 100%
Oh.
recycled,
Oh,
apparently.
damn, I
as
did not
well.
notice
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah, very
wow, that's
nice.
nice. Okay.
And then screens galore. So your main screen is 15.6 inches.
Love it.
You've got a 8.8-inch instrument cluster.
Okay.
You've got a 14.7-inch heads-up display.
Okay. I mean, I can
So-
only see the speed right now.
So that's the thing. It'll do speed.
Okay.
It'll also do, if we're navigating, giving you, distance
That
to
literally
the
just, it's giving
exit,
me a blind spot warning.
blind spot warning. So it's got quite a lot of information actually on the heads-up display, which is nice.
Nice.
You've got obviously this panoramic, massive arc glass sunroof,
Okay.
moonroof, whatever you want to call it.
Okay.
It's also got a 60-watt Type-C charging port.
Okay. Oh, it's Type-C. Good. Thank God.
Type-C,
Okay.
yep. You've got a 27-watt also Type-C port. You've got 50 watts wireless charging.
Oh, is this the wireless charger?
Yeah, this is the
Oh, I thought it was
wireless
just a little grip.
Yeah, you just slide your phone in there.
Oh, and it's got a little bumpy thing to hold your phone
Yeah,
tight.
it holds it steady.
Nice.
So
That's cool.
it's really, really nice in that regard. Seats are ventilated for the driver
Okay.
and massaging seats for the front driver and passenger, which is quite nice.
That's very cool.
So yeah.
Yeah, man, that's nice. I mean, listen, on the overall, what is this? Is this a...
That is a little...
Oh, I thought it was a
light
cigarette.
bulb.
I thought it was a cigarette.
No,
lighter
no one
thing.
smokes in 2024.
That's
right?
fair. No one smokes in 2024. Smoking is bad, kids. Stay away.
Don't do it.
Maybe stay away from vaping also, but fair.
Also, stay away. Horrible habit. Horrible habit.
All right, cool. One thing I'm really liking, and this is something I think a lot of cars suck at, is steering wheel.
Okay.
So as per what I can see, I've got a mic button, I'm guessing for an assistant or whatever.
Indeed.
Okay.
Indeed.
I've got 2 joysticks here. I'm
Yes.
guessing they are D-pads.
They are D-pads.
Okay.
indeed.
And is this something or is this just design?
That
These
I
here.
have not managed to figure out if it does anything. I have fondled it and
Fair.
it
I don't
didn't
think
do
it does.
anything. This button on your right hand side adjusts your instrument cluster display.
Right.
So you can switch between the radio stations. You can also adjust the AC as well from there as
Oh,
well.
that's
so you don't need
nifty.
to go into the menu here,
That's
which
very
is very
nifty.
nice.
Yeah, because you know how much we all complain about
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
AC
Tap,
controls
tap,
and
tap,
taps and
tap,
this and
tap,
that.
tap.
That's very cool.
Yep.
That is very cool. And in general, I'm liking the steering wheel. You know that I love
Flat bottom.
flat bottom and flat top steering wheels.
Yep.
So I'm loving that as well. On the overall, really, really nice interior. I'm seeing Yamaha speakers.
13 speaker
Not
Yamaha
bad.
sound system.
All
And
right.
just to tie in, because myself and Danish checked out the car at the launch time, and
I'm Danish. Yourself and Mustafa.
Abbas.
Abbas.
Brain fart there. Apologies, folks. But yeah, so myself and Abbas checked out the car at the launch time, and we noticed the sound system didn't sound
Okay.
particularly great.
Okay.
So we went into the settings. It had an equalizer. You could choose rock, classic, etc.,
Right.
etc., but no bass, mid-range, treble adjustment.
Okay.
Which was a bit weird.
Weird.
Tried connecting to Bluetooth, didn't sound particularly great. Guess what? Over-the-air updates.
Oh.
So no more is the equalizer, which, I mean, you don't want to really synthesize music in any case. Now you've got bass, mid-range,
That's
and
cool.
treble. You can adjust it. Sounds awesome. So I really like the fact that they don't just say, oh, you'll get over-the-air updates.
Right.
There already is some. There's some more going to come when the car is actually launching, and it's specifically for that region. One of the other things that they mentioned at the launch event as well was they've done 50,000 kilometers of on-road testing within the region.
Okay.
Taking into mind the regional, consideration of how the weather is. So they've made adjustments to the AC,
Right.
language support for your voice recognition. I think
Okay.
Mohammed's quite popular as a name maybe in the region, not so much probably in Europe or other parts of
Okay.
the world.
So basically, one thing that, based on what you just told me, I think one thing that's really nice is that the car has a heavy local concentration.
Yeah, they really, really want to gear to this market and not
Okay.
just say we're just dumping the car in this region, have at it. They really, really want to adapt
Nice.
it to
That's
this
very
market.
cool. Because another thing you mentioned to me in conversation yesterday was that they have some sort of Zeekr UAE app?
So there isn't an app at the moment. I mean, the car isn't actually available yet. You can order it, but at the time, hopefully, once you get your car, the app will be available as well, and it's going to have a whole host of functionality.
Right.
Now, apparently, the functionality that is there on the app can be customized for the region. So if customers come back and say, oh, we would like this feature, and it's available globally, they can tailor it accordingly to this region for the functionality, which is quite cool.
Very cool. Okay, so continuing on in the tech thing. Now, anyone watching this video is going to have noticed a lot of sounds in the background, right?
Yes.
So clearly safety features are a thing here, but go through with me what all safety features we have. Do we have, what all tech do we have? Because like, listen, the blind spot monitoring has been on point, and funny enough, now that it's happening on this screen, I'm thinking, why don't other cars have a monitor, like telling me here that the blind spot is an issue instead of like there on the mirror or here on the side? Why not here? And this car does it. So that's really nice. But I noticed a lot of tone. So tell me about the safety features.
So safety features, what I like about it as well is it doesn't just showcase its safety features in like one facet. Like if you go into the settings, you can adjust the blind spot monitoring to say, I only want a visual cue, or I want a sound cue, or you can tailor it according. You do have it obviously on the frameless mirrors.
Yes.
You have it on screen, notifications, you've got lane keep assist, you've got adaptive cruise control for complete stop-start.
Oh, nice. Always a great feature to have for traffic.
Yep, blind spot, forward collision, mitigation, cross-traffic alert, mitigation, even let's say pedestrians or like a cyclist is coming past you, it'll warn you that someone's approaching. Right. Be careful when you open your door.
Yeah, because it's also got like, I can see the vehicles on this display, the whatever it's called, the radar, LiDAR, whatever.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's not perfect because there's a small little van ahead and this shows like a huge truck because it's recognizing the square frame.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, seems like safety features wise, it's pretty good.
Safety features wise, it's got everything and anything you could possibly think of. Auto parking. It's got a whole bunch of other cool features like rest mode, for example.
Okay.
So play some, ambient music. The seats automatically recline. You've also got like a pet mode or child mode. So there's a little display on the B pillar, which shows like dog paws, and it puts a warning message on the screen to say that, the owner is aware the dog's in the car. I'm going to come back shortly. So a whole bunch of little nice cues as such.
That's cool. That's good stuff.
So yeah, I mean, that's the Zeekr X pretty much in a nutshell. I think welcomed addition for the premium EV segment.
Yep.
Something different than what we all know so well.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's see. I mean, it's a new brand, obviously for the region. So only time will tell how things go. But I think they're on the right tracks. I mean, just from like, let's say a warranty standpoint, you've got 8 years or 160,000 kilometers for the battery warranty.
Nice.
And I think it's 5 years or 120,000 kilometers for the car as a warranty, which is decent.
That is not bad. That is not bad at all.
But what do you think of the car?
Listen, you know this. I like any brand that tries something new, and this is again a car that feels very nicely in between the I'm an EV, I'm different, I'm unique space versus also, but I'm still a car. You'll know how to use everything. I'm loving all the space in the car.
Yeah, it's super spacious.
I'm loving that. Range and stuff like that. That I guess is something that a person has to subjectively make a decision whether it's enough for them or not. I'm now noticing, because we're in a tunnel, I'm noticing there's a bunch of like lights and stuff like that all over.
Ambient lighting is very nice. We can actually go into lighting. You can change the brightness.
Nice.
You can make different effects.
That's cool.
A whole bunch of stuff. Very cool.
Yeah,
and even a music show that's timed to the music.
Fair man. See, listen, I think 185,000 is a decent price.
Yeah.
I think what it's offering is basically good competition to the Model 3.
Yes.
Right? I sat in the new Model 3 just a few days ago, and without sitting in the back of this, I can say that this back is better than the Model 3 because my God, was that uncomfortable. It was like small and very straight. So I think that this is more spacious because it's got a tall
Yeah, because
roof.
it's a crossover at the
Yeah.
end of the day. It definitely feels more
Yeah.
spacious over.
So listen, on the overall, I think nice attempt. Well done, Zeekr. I'm definitely going to be keeping an eye on this brand. So yeah.
So folks, thanks so much for watching. Let us know in the comments what you think of the Zeekr. Don't forget, like, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video. I'm Sam.
Danesh, and bye-bye.
Bye.